Hello and welcome, Andy Irvine coming to you from the Warwick manufacturing facility in Markneukirchen, Germany. I'm here today to tell you about the outstanding new line of Warwick bass amps, speaker cabs, and combos, designed and created by iconic bassist Jonas Hellborg. This state-of-the-art amp and combo line embodies all the features that demanding bassists require and fully deserve. From large, powerful rigs for rocking concert stages to small and medium-sized combos for rehearsals and personal practicing. All bases can be covered with the products in the award-winning Hellborg Series, WA, WCA, and BC lines. Let's take a look at the amazing Warwick Hellborg Series bass system. This rig was designed by Jonas Hellborg to be the best sounding bass amplifier in the world, and it is. It has amazing features, and it's built on the highest quality components available, period. It has three different elements that create the system. First, the Hellborg Preamp, the various different Hellborg power amp section, and various different cabinets that can be used in different configurations for different applications. Now, the preamp section is ingenious because it's simple in its design, but the components are what makes it so outstanding. Starting with a low Z microphone input. This is an actual mic pre that enables you to use the full range of the preamp stage with a very low noise floor. So you're able to use the gain control here is from -6, goes all the way to 60 dB. And you can use the entire range of the input with a massive amount of clean headroom, which enables you to input the exact sound coming off of your instrument, and it adds no distortion to your tone at the input stage. Then it moves to a simple but also very effective studio-grade coil-based EQ section. Well, the EQ section has 4 bands: bass, low mid, high mid, and treble. Let's take a closer look at the mid-range controls of the Hellborg Preamp. You have low mid and high mid, 3 fixed positions, and continuously variable gain control. Next in the Hellborg series, let's talk about the power. There's 3 different power amps that are available: the Stereo 250, the Mono 250, and the Mono 500. These amplifiers provide a wide variety of flexibility that enables you to use them in different applications with different combinations of speaker cabinets, depending on the size gig that you're doing and what you need and what your power requirements are. But the heart of the amplifier, the heart of the Hellborg power amplifier, is its transformer. It's a big, enormous transformer that similar to what would be used in a tube amplifier. So this is what gives it a warm tone, a very, very warm tone, and a ton of fast power delivery. Let's take a closer look at the Hellborg system speaker enclosures. These speaker cabs have been designed specifically to work perfectly with the components of the Hellborg system. There are several. The first is the Hellborg Club Cab. This speaker cabinet contains one 15-inch coaxial driver. This is an ideal cabinet for use as a standalone cabinet in a small club environment, and it creates, it fills the area where you're immediately working, small stages and small areas, and provides a solution to having a lightweight and easily manageable rig to take to a small club environment. And when the club cab isn't quite enough to give you the amount of volume and fill the performance area that you're working in, you can add the low cab. The low cab also contains one 15-inch speaker designed to bring that fat, warm, full bottom and complement the club cab. The Stereo 250 power amplifier essentially is giving us 250 watts devoted to the club cab and 250 watts devoted to the low cab, and we have independent volume controls for each. Let's turn down the low cab and turn up the club cab and hear what it sounds like with just the single 15 coaxial speaker by itself. And now I'll start turning up, bringing in the low cab and bringing in that fat bottom. One thing that's important to remember about the particular application of the club cab and the low cab is that they're designed for working in close proximity, meaning if you're standing next to the amplifier, you'll really hear the sound. Your work environment on a smaller stage really depends on having an amplifier that you can hear when you're standing right next to it. These cabinets are designed and work perfectly for that. Let's take a look at the version of the Hellborg system that's designed for filling up the largest of venues, Coliseum-style concert venues. We have 250 watt mono power that's devoted to the high cab, and then we have the mono power 500 watt amp that's devoted to the big cab. They're connected directly, and then the Hellborg Preamp provides the tone. The high cab contains two 12-inch drivers, engineered and designed for focused tone that cuts through loud environments. The low cab has a coaxial 15-inch driver on top and a bass driver facing down on the bottom. Together, this rig creates an environment, a performing environment that no matter where you are on the biggest of stages, you can hear yourself clearly. A lot of times with amplifiers, as soon as you step to the side of them, the sound becomes muffled and you don't hear it as clear as you do when you're standing directly in front of it. Well, this amplifier, the way it's engineered and the way it's designed, it fills up the entire stage environment on the biggest of stages, and because it has this enormous amount of headroom and high sound pressure capabilities, putting out a lot of volume, it will cut through anything. These loud guitars, if you're rocking with Marshall stacks or any kind of environment where it's very loud and there's a high amount of volume on stage, this is the amp that you want. Let's have a listen to what it sounds like with just the high cab. I'll reach up and turn down the mono power 500, shutting down the big cab, and now we hear just the high cab. And now I'll turn back up the mono power 500, bringing back in the warm fundamentals of the big cab. So with an enormous amount of power stores and speaker enclosures that are designed to work perfectly for filling large environments, the high cab and the low cab are the ideal situation for large concert venues. They both fill up the environment on stage where you're performing, and they're capable of throwing the sound into enormous areas and delivering clean tone all the way to the back of the room.